Welcome everybody. We're back to our weekly activity video set. Every Thursday we're doing these, and Beth is back. She is ready to teach us about music and dance and how to expand what regular music time would be something even more exciting. And there is a little bit of tech stuff going on. So if you see any breakups, just know we are still here and we're going to keep on going. Hopefully everything will be nice and smooth. But I want to introduce Beth, who's awesome. And I know I told some teachers she is a speaker for NAEYC, which is amazing. So she's got a ton of knowledge. So, and I'll put a link up to her page. She's got a really awesome page you can follow if you want to learn more about her and follow her music and her trainings. And so that I'll do that at the end. So, Beth, do you want to take it away and talk about music?
I would love it. I need everybody to cross your fingers because we had some major tech issues. So we're going to see what's going on. Like Gina said, we're going to sing our hello song. And I've been doing this for 21 years. I can't even believe it. I have been to NAEYC to present, and I do AEYCs and all sorts of, that's the Education for the Association of Young Children. Excuse me, my goodness. And so there are state, as teachers know, there are state AEYCs, and there's the national one. Of course, there's regional trainings as well. I do all of that, and I love it. And I love teaching adults and teaching teachers and mommies and daddies who are now teachers by default. God bless y'all. Yes. You know, when you have a child, you're automatically a teacher by default. But now you're definitely teachers. So we teachers love the moms and dads out there that have all of a sudden added another hat to the ones they're wearing called teacher. So thank you for everything you're doing for your children. And I love teaching children, and I love teaching grown-ups too. We're going to sing our hello song. This has been the same one I've been using for 21 years in my studio. I do musical enrichment classes for infants, toddlers, preschoolers. I serve several schools, and we have a good time. Here we go. Hello, my friends. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you're here to sing with me. Hello, my friends. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you're here to sing with me. Hello to boys. Hello to girls. I'm glad you're here to sing with me. Hello to mommies. Hello to daddies. Hello to teachers and all my friends. I'm glad you're here to sing with me. Hello to Gina. Hello, Gina. Thanks for having me on today. We have a good time.
We're so glad we're here.
Yes, happy. So hoping we're not going to have any of the tech issues we had. And if we do, we're just going to rock and roll because that's what we're doing these days, right?
That's right. Living it up.
So one of the things I love to talk about now that I've moved all of my piano lessons online and all of my teaching online, my studio classes, of course, I have a Teddy Bear Night Sing Down I do every Monday. That's free for everybody. Monday nights in the U.S. at 6:30 Eastern time. And then I have a private studio for infants, toddlers, preschoolers on Wednesday mornings here. But in addition to all that, I serve an elementary school as their lower school K through 5 music, drama, Spanish teacher. And I also do a lot of sign language, public speaking as well. We have a really, really good time. So moving all of that to online, we've had to come up with ways to be resourceful. And I think that because of what we're going through right now with COVID-19 and the coronavirus, I think this is going to be one of the most resourceful generations that we've raised since our grandparents' age, when they had to ration all the supplies. If they wanted something, they had to wait for it. And that's what we're doing. We're living in our grandparents or our great-grandparents' era, God bless them, and learning so much at the same time. So one of the ways we can do that is to take things like this. I went on a junk food junkie binge today. I forgot I had these. I was so excited. So I had a little bit of Pringles. So I washed out the container and I used little caps from water bottles that we were waiting to recycle, and I put them inside, and look, we've got a musical shaker. It's kind of obnoxious. Yeah, it's kind of a fun sound, kind of a loud sound.
Right.
But if any of you don't happen to have any of those in your pantry, My light just went out, but that's okay because it's tech and that's all right. I bet you have some rice in your pantry that you could use. And this could be a shaker, just like that. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had some rice. He sure did. Yeah, and he made it into a shaker. Or you could take a paper towel tube and you could actually fill this with rice or pasta, things that aren't choking hazards, of course. We have to watch out for our littlest ones, right? Mm-hmm. And so pasta, you could use rice, you could use peas, lentils, beans. We get some chickpeas right here. We get some dried chickpeas. This was an experiment. We're going to see what happens if we ever need to use those. And so you take some elastic bands. Yeah. And so a little bit of aluminum foil around the edge. Or if you have an egg left over from Easter Bunny came, or Easter, for those who celebrate Easter, you might have some eggs left over at your house, some of those colored eggs. And so after you fill up whatever's inside a paper towel tube, you can do it like this. Or mom or dad can use maybe a hot glue gun or another seal. And you can have yourself a shaker. You could make a whole bunch of shakers. Right. So you put whatever is inside, and then you have a baton or you have a shaker, and you lead this around the house, and you have a parade. I love a parade. Now, watch this. You have elastic bands, and just like my ukulele is a stringed instrument, this is just a silly top painter lid, right? That's all. So I take some elastic bands, and I make a stringed instrument. See, we're being resourceful. We're using our resources, aren't we? Yeah, kind of fun. So then you got a mini guitarra. And I know Gina plays guitarra. I saw your guitar the other day. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear this, but if you pull it nice and tight, la, hear that?
Yeah, I do hear that. Yeah.
And this one's a little bit lower. Those are the bass strings. Yeah, we like that. So that's just a fun little way that you could be resourceful. So, Gina, do you have questions for me? I've been doing a lot.
Is when it has to do with the lids and the strings, are there any shape lids? Like it could be a rectangle. That doesn't have any impact on the noise. It has to be just a plastic lid. Is that right?
It could be a plastic lid. It could be a shoe box. It could be a little jewelry box that you get earrings for, right? You can use anything you want. You could even use a clock face. I have a clock down there, and you could string it across the clock. And let's try that. Why not? Let's do that. All right. So here we have this something that is round. Now my time, it's 20 minutes to 8. How about that in the PM? I know for some of you, it's not the same time.
4:39 here. Yeah. So perfect.
How about that? All right, so I'm going to string these elastic bands across the top, and I think you'll be able to hear a higher pitch because they're going to be pulled tighter. Now let's hear what it sounds like. Got to turn the clock right.
Love it.
Ooh, hear that?
Yes.
La, la. So I've used a clock.
Right.
What looks like a banjo almost.
Right.
Cool, huh?
Awesome.
That's neat. That's fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
So we can use all these
grown-ups. I bet.
What was that? I said we can use all those while we're doing like home dancing, or in the classroom, or at home with their kids. We can add in all these.
Absolutely. And I like to give my students. Yes, I like to give my students a brainy break when we are, particularly my online piano students. So I have 2 new ones starting this week that happen to live right down the road, and we can't communicate in person, but we're going to be in each other's living rooms. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So
really cool.
we have brainy breaks, and so we'll actually stand up during the lesson, and I'll run around my piano, and they'll run around the board or whatever they have, and sometimes they're just using an app to be able to learn piano, and it's the coolest thing. And we're being resourceful, and we're jumping up and down, brinca, brinca, or we're dancing. Yes. one of the ways you can dance and you can add a little bit of gross motor. Ew, gross. Just means using your whole body. Large muscle locomotor movement. We music teachers like to use big words, yes. Is you can dance. Now, if you do not happen to have scarves like I have, I can't juggle if you're a man. I know you have laundry, right? I
Yes.
just did 2 loads of laundry today. Yeah, we had laundry day. Yes. How about you? Did you do laundry day too?
I did do laundry today.
Look, I have a
towels actually, so it's perfect.
How about that? Yeah. So I've got a linen napkin here. I've got a pillowcase. I just took these out of my linen closet, so they're nicely folded, but not for long. But who cares? I've got a hand towel here, and another hand towel, and a washcloth, and we could do a little bit of dancing. Now we remember our brain has 2 hemispheres, 2 sides, kind of like our Earth. Yeah. So northern and southern, it goes this way. It's bilateral, 2-sided. And whenever cross that imaginary line that comes down from our corpus callosum that divides our 2 hemispheres, we have this imaginary line called the midline. And whenever we allow this side of our brain to control this side of our body, which it does whether we like it or not, or this side of our brain to control this side of our body, that's what happens when we do this. A washing machine idea, we're causing both sides of our brain to communicate. And much like when a baby learns to crawl with that bilateral brain integration, that is a gift to give to our brain. Dance to your daddy, my little laddie. Dance to your laddie, my little lamb. So many cool things you can do. Washing machine, washing machine. I like to dance with a washing machine. That's a fun thing to do. All right, I've monopolized the conversation. Do you have questions for me, my fellow educator?
Well, I just am so happy that you came on to share how music and dance doesn't only give us something for our kids to do when they're bored or give them places to jump, but it's actually teaching them things. It's giving them motor development. It's giving them language development. They're problem solving with making the different instruments. And I think that that is so important that we can recognize. And while we're home with our kids right now, especially moms and dads, and we want our kids to be moving, to keep them engaged and get their energy out, there's all sorts of things we can do with them. We can turn the music on, stomp around. We can do some freeze dancing. We can do head and shoulders, knees and toes. Anything like that that really involves the whole body, especially while our kids cannot get outside, go to the park and move. And I think that this whole music aspect really is a relaxing to the adults, and it's also relaxing to the kids. And so I'm so glad that you have your program. Yeah, I'm glad you have your program and you're sharing it with us, because I think parents are really benefiting from all of that right now. So I appreciate it.
One of the, I think I heard you correctly, but one of the things that I love to talk about in teacher trainings as well is how that using your whole body, like you said, your cuerpo in Espanol, we say cuerpo, our body, using your whole body is the gift that you give to yourself, as I just mentioned. But when I have older students, for example, I have teachers that come to my teacher training and they're on a cane. And they are just moving and grooving, and they're doing it. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, cabeza, hombros, rodillos, dedos, rodillos, dedos. So that's a wonderful song where you actually Google how to sing it in Spanish, how to sing it in français, how to sing it in French, how to sing it in Italian. What a great opportunity music provides to learn how to speak in different languages. So that's a fun thing to do. But when I have these elders that come on a cane, or maybe one of them's even on a walk, but Miss Beth, I can't get on the floor with my children anymore. That's okay. You do what you can do. I always tell them that. Do what you can do. Yes, yes.
Right, exactly.
One of the things I love about music, music provides that gift to your brain and the gift to people, where we're actually slowing down the natural age progression of the brain. All of us have an aging brain right now, whether we like it or not.
Right.
And so whether you're in your 50s like I am, or a young bunny, your brain is still aging. So to slow down that aging process as we get older and we're starting to really think about that,
Right.
music versus by singing or by playing an instrument,
Yes.
that bilateral brain engagement, all of that stimulation and stimulation to our vestibular system as well, our system of balance. It engages the back of our brain here with our vestibular cortex. All of that is so essential to warding off that natural brain aging that we all have going on right now, whether we like it or not.
Yes, it's so true. And I know we talked about, when kids are little and they're moving and using both sides of their body, even from crawling as an infant and as a toddler and a preschooler, they are developing not only, their motor skills, but also balance and coordination. And that's exercising their brains. And as preschool teachers and parents, this is something that we can do really easily, inserting it into their school day, anywhere from having a circle time or even just transitions or pre-meals or other things. And I know last time we talked a little bit about transitions and how we can bring music into transitions to make them a little bit easier. So I was hoping you can touch on that a little bit. I know behaviors are a huge question I'm getting right now, especially from parents with their kids home all day and maybe not listening as well as they once were a month and a half ago. So bringing in music and fun and engagement into these transition, throughout the day could make it a little bit easier. So if you want to give us little tips on that, that would be wonderful.
Absolutely. That is the number one question that I get at the end of all of my conferences for teachers is, Ms. Green, Ms. Beth, help me with my transition. I even have a CD just for teachers, and it's called In Celebration of Teachers. It's to aid them. I forgot to mention that, to aid them in their transitions. How do we line up for snack? How do line up for going outside? How do we line up for back inside, which they never want to do unless it's raining? And how do we get ready to wash our hands? Well, music is a great way. This is the way we wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands. This is the way we wash our hands, get those hands clean and make those germs scream. Ah, all that fun stuff. You can do that through music, and also in transitioning them for laying down for a nap or taking a rest or sitting on their mat and untying their shoes. All of that can be done through music. So absolutely, when the teachers ask me, how do I do this? Number one, here are songs that you can do. And number two, you can make up your own. You can make up your own song. Put your child's name inside the song. Oh my goodness. For example, if we were to sing about the Muffin Man, right? Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Gina knows the Muffin Man who's on Drury Lane. We just baked your name right into that song. How cool is that? And you'll get the child's attention. Oh, me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're going to want to hear their name because it validates. It validates us as people. Yeah. And the children want to hear their own name. So whenever possible, put your child's name inside the song, right? So here's another example. Mama's little baby loves shortening. Well, there's nobody named Baby. Nobody puts Baby in the corner. Nobody named Baby, right? Mama's little Micah loves shortening. Daddy's little Gracie loves shortening bread. Mama's little Andrew loves shortening. Daddy's little Rachel loves shortening bread. Change words. Put the child's name inside the song. Whenever you have an opportunity, you'll get their attention. Trust me, Girl Scout on. You will get there.
Do you have any transition songs that you know of when you're like, if you want them to leave the outside and then come inside? I know that's a huge transition that a lot of parents and teachers have an issue with. So is there a song that you can insert their name to? There is.
A whole bunch. Here's one. line up, everybody everywhere. Line up, I'm as hungry as a bear. Look at Michael lining up over there. Look at Gina, everybody follow there. And so you create leaders. They love to be leaders. And nobody wants to be at the end of the line, do they?
Right.
We can make a big deal about that when it alleviates some fighting and screaming happens about who's going to be at the end of the line. They all first.
My dear Beth, have a beautiful voice, and you sing so well, and I'm sure that you hear that. And I want parents and teachers to know that kids could care less if you're hitting the pitch or not. You can sing a song, and you can get there, and you don't have to care how you sound. It will still work like magic.
Yes.
And I think that's so important. I think that as adults, we're so self-conscious, and you don't want to sing in front of the kids, and you don't want to sing at school, and you're afraid another co-teacher or dad or grandma's going to hear you sing. But if you just make it fun and make it a game, nobody's going to care how you sound, and your kids are going to love it. Yes. So
they're going to love it. And just like you said, they don't give a rip. They don't care if you can sing. And Jackie Silberg, I actually met her at the NAEYC conference. She was presenting in 2 ballrooms away. I met Dr. Jean Feldman too. It was like meeting my royalty in my life.
Wow.
Anybody who's an educator, you get it. So Jackie Silberg wrote a book, many of them, but one of them particularly great for early childhood educators, and it's called For Parents, and I put and teachers, who want to sing with children but can't sing their way out of a paper bag. She actually wrote that book, and that was the whole title, except I put in and teachers. Right. It's a wonderful thing. And she's talking about that very thing, that children don't mind. They don't care. Just like you said, if you can sing, they just want someone to effort. It's a wonderful gift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming on.
We can finish up today with a... Of course, you're welcome. Can we do a color song?
Sure.
Before we say goodbye?
Of course.
Would that work?
Yes, we would love that.
You don't have scarves, you don't have you don't have scarves, you don't have rainbow streamers. I bet you have lots of colors.
Yes.
Inside your bag of clean laundry. I bet you do. Maybe you might even have a pile of clean laundry on your dryer. My dryer was clean as a whistle, and then all of a sudden it's got laundry today, but that's I'll get to it. This is the tune of Twinkle Twinkle or ABC or Baba. Those are all the same song with different words. Hey, A, B, C, D, Baba, blue sheep, orange sheep, white sheep. Change the color, change your mind. And Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. They're all the same song. I bet you knew that already. I bet you did. There's a bunch of songs you could do. I'm going to dance with mine while I cross my midline. And I'm going to sing a color song. And I'm going to help you with the words. The first ones are red and orange, green, and blue. There's no quizzes. So I'm going to help you out. All right? Goes like this. Red and orange. Red and orange, green and blue, green and yellow, shiny yellow, purple too. All the colors that we know, live up in the rainbow, red and orange, red and orange, green and blue, shiny yellow, purple too. Isn't that fun?
That is fun. I love it.
That's a fun one.
I love it. You have so many great songs. You can just go on for hours.
I do. You can kind of tell I've been doing this for 20 years, huh?
Yeah.
I can sing this stuff in my sleep. I probably have.
Right.
Well, here's the way that I end every program. And here's another piggyback song. The more we sing together, 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 the more we sing together, the happier we'll be. Why? 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we sing together, the happier we'll be. Same song, different words. It's a piggyback song. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, bye. It's time to say goodbye. We'll see you next time. I had fun strumming and singing and humming. It's time to say goodbye. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you, Gina.
Yes, you're welcome. I love the bubbles. I think that is such a cool way to add that sensory and movement component into music. It's fabulous. So I just want to,
isn't that fun?
Thank you again. What was that? I just wanted to thank you again for
absolute pleasure. I'm very happy.
And sharing all this stuff with us. And I want to remind you that I put the link right below this of your webpage and your Facebook page, so people can go visit you and see all your classes. And I know you said Monday nights. What time on Mondays?
Monday night.
What time?
Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, and you get to see me in my bunny slippers. It's a teddy bear night sing down. You can wear your jammies. I'll have my jammies on, and we're gonna have a fun time.
Yeah, and that's every Monday. So every Monday at 6:30 Eastern time, right? So yeah, so that's so awesome. So thanks for coming. I appreciate everything. And I will talk to you soon. Okay. Bye.
Sounds good. Bye, friends.